Today, we're going to be throwing it back to 2018. As you can see, the top players in the league are Le'Veon Bell and a Gronk, Antonio Brown before he lost his marbles. Literally, the GOAT is still around at 40 years old. Luke Kuechly before he retired, and a ton of other great players too. And now, what are we doing exactly, you might say? I'm going to be spinning a wheel. I know, new idea on this channel. I'm very excited for it. Wheel of draft classes. Every single season before it starts, I'm going to be spinning this wheel. Whatever draft class it lands on, that will be the draft that I put into that season. So we're pretty much just resetting to 2018 here and rewriting history, pretty much. We're going to get new players in new places, and it's going to be very exciting to see, you know, how much of a shift happens in this league because of that, right? Who's going to luck out with the Joe Burrows, the Lamar Jacksons? Who's going to crash out with the Josh Rosens or the Trey Lances of the world, right? We're probably going to sim about 10 years in the future, give ourselves a little bit of a buffer, and just sit back, relax, and see how different the league will be. And one last shout out to my guy Click, who did this type of video on 2K. Of course, got a lot of inspiration from him, and overall was just very excited we could do this on Madden now, right? But his video is great. I'll leave it down in the description below if you guys want to see his version on 2K, one of the GOATs. And we're able to do these type of videos now, not because of EA for sure, but because of having access now to the PC modding community here on console. So a big shout out to We Expertise, who made all of these draft classes that date back to 2016. I'm sure he's working on more as well, these rosters as well, getting us back to 2018. If you guys want a more in-depth video explaining everything and how to download it and whatnot, I'll leave C4's video explaining it all in the description down below if you guys want to go check it out. But I just want to show love to We Expertise and the PC modding community as a whole, because it takes a lot of time. He's not hired by EA or getting paid by them as well. So a big shout out to him for giving us this opportunity to, you know, play with these type of rosters and making the overall franchise experience a lot better. So just want to show love to them, because these rosters are honestly amazing. As you can see, we got the real pictures here as well for Gronk, for an AB, and it's just awesome. Taking a trip down memory lane and looking at these players, right? We got a prime Todd Gurley here. Khalil Mack is still on the Raiders. Earl Thomas in his prime, a young D-Hop, a part of Houston, with a rookie Deshaun Watson as well here. We still got Dangerous in his prime, Ryan Shazier. Jalen Ramsey was young and zesty as ever.
You tell me. You tell me. Anytime I lined up on him. Yeah.
Like, this Bears team is horrible. Their highest rated player is a 82 overall Michael Burton at fullback. But no need to worry though, Chicago. Your savior is here. Mike Glennon, Mark Sanchez. Is this the best quarterback room of all time? And as I mentioned earlier, we do have a rookie Patrick Mahomes, a rookie George Kittle, who was chosen in day 3 out of Iowa, a rookie Christian McCaffrey, who the league is not ready for. But let's finally get this started, as we are now here in week 1 of the regular season. We got ourselves a wheel to spin. As you can see, it goes all the way up to 2025. So the real life draft, of course, with Travis Hunter, Shedeur Sanders, Will Johnson, and whatnot, we might be able to get them a few years early, but we'll see a few other players years later on. We never know. We can rewrite history. Starting right now in 2018, we are going to get ourselves the 2022 draft class, which consisted of players like a Trayvon Walker, Aiden Hutchinson, Stingley and Sauce, some of the best cornerbacks in the league nowadays, Kayvon Thibodeau, Sko Ducks, of course. We got Drake London, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, some great receiving talents here. We're going to be seeing all of these names put into the 2018 season. Sadly, though, it is one of the most horrific QB classes of all time. Almost everybody didn't pan out, except for the last one taken. Looking at the running backs here, we have Isaiah Pacheco, projected undrafted. Oh, my GOAT, Xander Horvath. And remember, this is the year the Browns went 0-16, ended up drafting a Baker Mayfield #1. I believe the Giants were #2, went Saquon Barkley. So I'm very excited to see what's going to happen, right? There's no quarterback for the Browns to go. Or do they just end up taking Aiden Hutchinson, the project, and Trayvon Walker? The Giants have no Saquon. They're probably going to take Kenny Pickett. Or do they want another chance at Evan Neal? Probably not. And the playoffs are set. The Steelers win the AFC, Seahawks win the NFC here. Got some exciting matchups. The Chiefs and the Bills before the big rivalry, of course. This is before Josh Allen as well. He might not even be in Buffalo this time around. The Lions made it as the 4th seed. They still got Stafford over there, so they're still going strong. The Eagles made it as well, and we're in a world where Carson Wentz maybe doesn't get hurt here and reaches his maximum potential. He's actually up to a 99 there with morale, huh? Shout out to Jason Kelsey. As the Steelers end with the best record in the league, finishing 15-2 there. Chargers up here 12-5. Cowboys, Eagles, Falcons. And the Browns will remain with the #1 overall pick, but no Baker Mayfield this time. The Jets will be #2. I believe they chose Quinnen Williams in this draft, right? Buccaneers. Niners only go 5-12. 5-12 for the Raiders as well. Where are the Giants, who were the 2 seed? The 2 pick in real life, the Giants finished 8-9. As Alex Smith leads the way in yards and touchdowns, Chiefs playbook. Is Mahomes even gonna get a shot? Tyrod Taylor, Bills playbook. Here's a more familiar name. Drew Brees is up here. Prime Russell Wilson, a young Dak Prescott, only in year 2 there. Matt Ryan, Marcus Mariota, Phillip Rivers, who led the way for interceptions. Deshaun Kaiser. Makes sense. Was this the year Jameis threw 30-30? I think it's the year after this. He went 19-17. Cam Newton still around. Le'Veon Bell was the rushing leader by a long margin as well. Only a few names above 1K. Keenan Allen had a ridiculous season. D-Hop, Cole Beasley up here. Michael Thomas had 20 touchdowns. I think the year after this was when he broke all the records. Von Miller, Khalil Mack lead the league with 17 sacks there. 7 interceptions for Jamal Agnew. 6 for a few players as well. Tackle leader is going to be Brock Coyle, Luke Kuechly up here, Joe Schobert, as Alex Smith wins an MVP. All right, is Mahomes even going to get a chance? As the Super Bowl is Lions Chargers. Huh? And the freaking Chargers end up winning it all. Their first ever Super Bowl, beating the Lions 24-21. Super Bowl MVP is Jason Verrett, and in a simulation with no injuries, he may go down as a very, very elite corner. Kamara still ends up winning Offensive Rookie of the Year there, but the defensive one goes to Jamal Agnew instead of Lattimore. And yeah, this Chargers roster is a pretty fun one. We got an old Phillip Rivers now, Melvin Ingram, Joey Bosa, only 23 years old, a prime Melvin Gordon as well. It's a good roster, but surprising to see them win a Super Bowl already. As we do have ourselves mock draft number 4 now. Trayvon still projected to go number 1 there to Cleveland. Kayvon number 2. Hutch falling all the way to 3 to Tampa Bay. Drake London there to go number 4. Jameson Williams exploding up into the top 5 now to Vegas. That's not a good combo. Panthers, I feel bad for you. I'm sorry. Garrett Wilson to Minnesota before they have Justin Jefferson, of course. Sauce Gardner falling all the way down to 10 there. Very interesting. Kyle Hamilton to 15 to Indy. Trevor Penning. Kenny Pickett to the Cardinals. Oh no. Treylon Burks projected to go to Philly. Of course, Tennessee traded AJ Brown because they thought they had AJ Brown in disguise and Treylon Burks, but instead, Philly's going to get AJ Brown in disguise, who's not quite AJ Brown.
What?
Did that make sense? I don't know. Wow, Stingley fell to 25. Why? McDuffie 26. This cornerback class is actually kind of nasty. I'm not even gonna lie. Wandell into the first round. Tyler Linderbaum going to the Super Bowl champs. The Niners ended up trading Carlos Hyde to the Jets in Week 9. They're absolute league-altering stuff there. You know the free agency pool was kind of trash when James Devlin's the top player. Wow. Also, Andrew Whitworth retired like 4 years early. Joe Staley's gone. Eli Manning's gone now. Mercedes Lewis is still going in real life, but he's gone here. Diggs says, I'd really like us to go out and get a QB in the draft. He's already causing drama. Hey, some things never freaking change, right? Okay, why did it just skip to our pick? I wanted to go like 1 by 1 there. Why are we just at our pick already? What? Okay, well, as you can see, the board went pretty accordingly. Stingley jumped all the way up to number 7 there, though. Jermaine Johnson goes 12. Devontae Wyatt, Trevor Penning just went. Kenny Pickett did end up going to the Cardinals, so maybe no Kyler Flem, although they chose Josh Rosen here, so maybe they're just following the same path. Was this the Nick Chubb class? I think it was. The Browns end up going K9 instead. Breece Hall falls to 44 there to the Texans. Okay, that's kind of on me though. I had like the draft stuff on auto, so it just skipped, but in the future we'll see it like 1 by 1 and go through it all a little more in depth, that is. As the Dolphins ended up with Louis Seen, Hassan Haskins, Darian Kennard. Should kill me already. So Trayvon Walker still ends up going number 1 ahead of Aiden Hutchinson, which is very interesting. Drake London. Jameson Williams is a 70. I'm not too sure how the ratings and depth charts all work, but hey, we'll just rock with it. Sauce Gardner goes number 10 there, 78 overall. Jordan Davis also a 78. I want to see like maybe a little gem in round 3, round 4 though. Jaquan Brisker fell to round 3. Roger McCreary there to the Kansas City Chiefs. Brian Robinson Jr. to the Rams as well. We got Martin Emerson all the way down here in round 5 going to Minnesota. I see Zach Tom going to the Buccaneers here at pick number 3. Jerome Ford. Ooh, Isaiah Pacheco goes 15 in round 7. He's only a 64 overall though, in normal dev, so like he might not develop at all. All right, into the 2019 season we go. This was the Kyler draft, Nick Bosa as well, the Mahomes explosion in year 2, Saquon Barkley Rookie of the Year. We're gonna get ourselves the in real life rookie class with Malik Neighbors, Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels. Okay, this Bengals Ravens Thursday night game is an absolute hood classic. Oh my God. All right, here we have it though, the 2024 NFL draft class. We're going to see a lot of these players blossom a lot earlier than in real life, right? Jaden Daniels is going to be the Lamar Jackson before Lamar Jackson's even in the league, right? Drake May can make some headlines. Maybe he's the next Joe Burrow before Joe Burrow, right? Joe Alt, Malik Neighbors, Penix maybe even gets a shout on a team that is a QB needy. Wait, and I so forgot the Browns could have had Aiden Hutchinson alongside Myles Garrett. That would have been insane. They went Trayvon Walker, of course, who still could boom, of course, but dang, that other idea would have been crazy. K9 too. It's a good team. They have Alex Smith now. Does that mean, yup, there he is. Here he is. Of course, Deshaun's going strong as well over here before his stuff. Wow, Solomon Thomas is booming. Ustrek is at 92 overall. They still got Defoe, a young Trent Brown, Kittle alongside Drake London. That's fun. This isn't fun though. The Commanders still got Kirko before he became Kirko. Oh, they got Purdy. They drafted Purdy too. Too bad he's a 59. Oh my God. And remember, I believe they drafted Garrett Wilson as well. As Philly ends up with the #1 seed, 14-3. The Bills win the AFC going 13-4. As the Giants end up with the worst record in the league, 2-15. Cardinals, the Kenny Pickett experiment, it's not working out. The Niners, Jimmy Garoppolo. Commanders only go 5-12. As here is the playoff bracket in 2019. And here it is now. It's going to be Eagles versus the Chargers. The Chargers are building themselves a little dynasty here. As like a 39, 40-year-old Drew Brees still leads the league in passing yards. Le'Veon Bell, D-Hop, Jarrell Casey, Bruce Irvin, the sack leaders there. As the Chargers fail to repeat, the Eagles beat them 36-17. They get their Super Bowl a year delayed. This time around, it's Carson Wentz under center winning it all, as Pickens and Hutchinson win Rookie of the Year there. As I believe Pickens went to the Falcons, so they get no Drake London, but they get Pickens instead, and he's playing a part. Julio Jones getting up there in age now. Matty Ice is still cooking though. These free agency classes below. Oh, watch out. Devin Funchess is a New York Giant now. Ooh, Aaron Jones just got dealt to Seattle there for Nazir Jones and some picks. And Brady is officially gone just in 2019 before the whole Buccaneers stint in real life. As mock draft number 5 has the Giants taking Caleb Williams at 1. Marv goes to the Cardinals at 2. Interesting development a few years early. McCarthy. JJ McCarthy, number 3 to the Niners, where Gene Daniels falling to 7 there to Miami. Malik Neighbors goes to the other New York. Where is Drake May? We see Brock Bowers, Rome Odunze, Brian Thomas is going to go to the Jags. That'd be insane in real life. Leggett flies all the way up to 15. Where's Drake May? 23 to the Vikings there. That would be nice. That would be nice. Let's see it though. Of course, the mock draft is not the end all be all, as the #1 pick. Oh, wait, what? The Giants just went Marv? Do they perhaps have a quarterback they signed or something? They signed Kirk. They signed Kirk, so instead they're going to give him a weapon and go with Marvin Harrison, and now alongside Odell Beckham, who is still going strong here at an 89 overall. Of course, no injuries, no Brown stint for him. Evan Ingram is still at tight end. No Saquon Barkley, remember, but they have Giovanni Bernard, I guess. Nobody saw that coming, though, as Malik Neighbors goes #2 to the Cardinals. What is going on in this draft? JJ McCarthy still goes #3, where he was supposed to go in the mock, of course. Caleb Williams still on the board, and is now a Washington Commander. And who did the Niners had? Drake London, right? Drake London, Kittle, no more Garoppolo. They're going JJ McCarthy, so that's pretty fun. Joe Alt goes #5. Who they took Tyler Smith last year, so the Lions just have the best offensive line no matter what. No matter what, in this simulation, in real life, JC Latham goes #6 there, and #7, Jaden Daniels falls to Miami, who have a 92 overall. Jarvis Landry, Laramie Tunsil is still around. Devontae Parker is developing into an 85 overall now. This team could be sneaky good. #8, the Jets go Rome Odunze. They were mocked to go Neighbors, but he flies up to #2 there. Armarius Mims, 9 to the Ravens. No Lamar Jackson for them. The Colts get Latu, so they're in real life draft pick. Of course, Brock Bowers goes to Tennessee. I'm pretty sure that's what the mock draft said, as Brian Thomas Jr. goes to Kansas City to help out, of course, the young Patrick Mahomes, who still have a 93 Kareem Hunt, a 92 Tyreek Hill, and Travis Kelce. Oh my God. We'll probably go to like 20 here. Ooh, Drake May flies up to 13 to go to the Jags. I'm having a good time. Terry and Arnold, 14 there to Cincinnati. Leggett ends up going in the top half of the draft, of course, was chosen at 32 in real life, courtesy of a trade up by Carolina. Fashanu goes 17. Braden Fisk, 18 to the Panthers there. The Browns get to Lisa Fuanga. I still think they're lacking at quarterback, but their trenches are definitely figured out. Mr. 422 I believe, goes number 20 there to New England and the Raiders. I'm getting Tyler Guyton. As Verse ends up going 36 to the Commanders, so they have Caleb Williams and now Jared Verse, who's probably defensive rookie of the year right now in real life, I would say. What an interesting draft, to say the least. The Dolphins also get Keon Coleman alongside Jane Daniels, too. That's pretty fun. I cannot believe Marv went number 1, and then Malik goes number 2. Caleb falls to 4. My GOAT, Mike Sanders, still. Wow, Kamari Lassiter fell all the way to the 5th round there, 72 overall. And Drew Phillips fell all the way to the 6th round for some reason, but ends up going to his in real life destination. But now for the 2020 season, no Burrow, no Herbert, no Tua, no Jalen Hurts, no Jordan Love. Instead, we're gonna be, I mean, we could technically still get them, but it is going to be, okay, of course. It's gonna be the 2020 class in itself, so just F everything I said. CeeDee Lamb, Jay Jetta, Henry Ruggs. So for the first time, we do actually get the correct draft class in the correct year, but of course, there's been a lot of moving parts, other hands, so the league is completely shifted. As the highest overall quarterbacks are Carson Wentz, Russell Wilson, Jared Goff, 97, Derek Carr is up here at a 95, Dak Ham, still going strong, Deshaun, 91, still haven't gotten the boom from Mahomes, there's no Josh Allen, no Lamar Jackson in this world yet. Aaron Rodgers still going, Drew Brees as well at 40. As the Steelers still remain king, but look at the Niners, 14-3 with a rookie, JJ McCarthy starting, I believe. Eagles still going strong as well. Lions get up here now. The Bills, the worst team in the league, once again goes to the Giants, who did not go with a quarterback, but went with a receiver. Kirk Cousins did not pay out over there. The Vikings, who went, I don't remember if they went. They were mock Drake May, but I don't think they went him. Cardinals, Dolphins with Jaden Daniels also up here. The Browns still around. And Rodgers getting that little resurgence that he got in real life as well around this time. Leads the league in yards there. Le'Veon Bell, Fournette, Gurley still going strong. The running backs are kind of hanging on here. T.Y. Hilton, Keenan Allen, D-Hop, Solomon Thomas with 24 sacks. Oh my God, Bengals' favorite player leads the way in interceptions. And it's going to be a clash of Philly and Pittsburgh in the Super Bowl. Wow, okay. And the rookie, JJ McCarthy, just won MVP. I'm also seeing Jacoby Brissett at 4. I guess we should make it a thing to look at the top rookies in every class of stats at the end of the year. Jane Daniels was not great, but he's only a rookie. 31 interceptions is crazy, though. JJ McCarthy, on the other hand, was elite. MVP in just year 1, 39-7 there, without really a run game. Duke Johnson Jr. is your RB1, but the receiving corps is nasty. Martavis Bryant leads the way, actually, and Justin Ross is number 2. Drake, Lennon, and Kittle are the 3rd and 4th option. Well, Drake May went to the Jags, but he sat behind Blake Bortles this season, who kind of went brazy. And the Commanders, who chose Caleb Williams, he had a up and down rookie year. As Marv was definitely solid in year 1, but for a number 1 overall pick, maybe a little underwhelming. And same could be said for Malik Neighbors, who was just 2 yards shy of 1,000 yards, but you could blame the QB. And this time around, the Eagles can't repeat. They lose to the Steelers 34-24. Sean Davis, your Super Bowl MVP. Ryan Tannehill just retired after 8 seasons. Oh, that's funny. He has the same name as the website we play. Wait, I never did a draft class. I think we can, oh no, it's 2020. What am I, okay, I don't know. Maybe the contracts are like messed up and whatnot, because I don't even know if they can edit that, but these free agency classes have been a whole lot of nothing. Devontae just said, I'd really like for us to go out and grab a quarterback in the draft. The Packers would never do that with Aaron Rodgers in 2020. As the mock draft number 5, oh my God, mock draft number 1 had Isaiah Simmons going number 1. Chase Young, though, projected the Giants. Take Burrow, take Herbert, take somebody, bro. Y'all need a quarterback. I mean, Chase Young was pretty cool too, but obviously you'd rather have Burrow, right? Thomas goes 3. Okuda, who went 4 in real life, I believe, is mocked to go 4 here. Judy, Tua to the Bengals, so no Burrow for them. Derek Brown ends up going to the Jets in the mock draft. That is, remember, from what we saw last year, anything can happen. Anything can happen. CD's projected to go 18 to the Cowboys. Wasn't he 18 in real life? Or was it 17? It was around there. Noah Igbenogany projected to go 21. Go kill your... Wow, why did Wirfs fall so far? 22? Jetta 27 to Buffalo. All right, let's see it. The Giants shocked the world last year not taking Caleb Williams. Is that because they were waiting for Joe Burrow? No, they go Chase Young. They just don't want a quarterback. They're waiting for Daniel Jones, maybe. It makes sense. It all makes sense. The Vikings end up getting Joe Burrow. I think Diggs is still over there, right? Cardinals go Andrew Thomas. They're protecting Kenny Pickett. You can't go wrong with that. Goodell, go kick rocks, buddy. Okuda ends up going 4, just like in real life. Judy, number 5. So the mock draft has been pretty real so far, as Tua ends up going 5 to the Bengals, or number 6, that is. Still no signs of a Justin Herbert yet. Isaiah Simmons, we didn't even see Jalen Hurts or Jordan Love on the mock draft, I believe. Caleb on Chase on number 9. Herbert 10 to New England. Oh my god. I think he was really going to go 11 too to Atlanta, who ended up getting Wirfs anyway, so a really elite talent there too. Henry Ruggs, career resurgence in New Orleans at number 14. Kenneth Murray flies up to 15 there. Damon Arnett, another boom prospect for the Raiders. Derek Brown fell all the way to 17. That's an absolute steal. And CeeDee Lamb ends up going back alongside Dak and the Cowboys. The Lions just went Ayuk at 24. I swear their team's kind of insane. They've been making a deep playoff run every time too. Jared Davis is at 94. Agnew is CB1 in the league alongside Darius Slay as well. That's pretty fun. Sean Robinson's really good. Stafford getting a little up there in age, but still elite, of course. Tahir Whitehead, Taylor Decker still around. Their O-line, yeah, Joe Alt, Tyler Smith they got to somewhere. He's way down here, huh? Is he only normal? He's only normal. Why? I don't really know. Jalen Reagor just went 26 to the Rams. Guess who's about to go after him? History repeats itself. All right, it's been a few days, but I'm just checking out some classes here. Look at the Falcons. Tristan Wirfs, Jordan Love, Zach Moss, not even too bad in round 3. The Jags had a horrific draft, to no surprise. The Patriots got Justin Herbert alongside Jonathan Taylor. Now that is pretty fun. Hello. Baltimore completely revamped their front 7 with Derek Brown, AJ Epinesa, Jacob Phillips, put Alex Highsmith in round 4 as well. It's John Reed. I thought it was Justin Reed for some reason. That doesn't even make sense. The Saints can do like a little revival of Henry Ruggs. If he's not a dumbass, Cam Akers in round 2, L'Jarius Sneed in round 4, but even a Darnell Mooney in round 6. That is elite. Yo, what? The Legion of Boom is back. Kyle Duggar, Antoine Winfield, and Cam Curl in round 7. They even got Biadasz, DJ Wanham, some decent, role players on the team. Seattle is set. I'm sorry, Bears fans. Holy, the Bengals got Tua. T. Higgins was like almost damn near exactly drafted here. Same team and everything, you know what I mean? Matabike in round 3 as well. Wow. And instead of Mekhi Becton and Jalen Hurts playing for Philly, they're both selected to the Mile High City. Jerry Jeudy and Grant Delpit to the Browns. They'd be lucky to have those two in real life. And not only did the Cowboys select CeeDee Lamb, they also got Jalen Johnson in round 2. If I'm not mistaken, they chose Trayvon Diggs in real life here, so similar, if not better. Probably better. As I believe we are into year 4 now, we still have 2018, 2019, 2021, 2023, and of course 2025, the new draft class in real life that is changing and shifting every single day. As here in year 4, we are going to get ourselves 2023 with Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, and of course Anthony Richardson, who are now all implemented in here. Other great players: Will Anderson, Devon Witherspoon, Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs, who went very early in this class, Christian Gonzalez, CB1, JSN, Zay Flowers. It's a good draft. It's a freaking good draft. Will Mayo Man himself. Honestly, this is a great receiver class. Later on, we got guys like Jaden Reed, Rashee Rice, Tank Dell, right? Cedric Tillman's been coming alive. Josh Downs looks really good in real life right now. Dante Puka? I forgot about Puka Yee, and we got a picture. But he's going later on as well. Yeshovas, DeMar Pop Douglas. Yo, draft class. This wide receiver corpse was great. Jake Bobo. Dude, look at this Rams roster with a 99 Gurley and Goff. Aaron Donald is still going around. They have the best special teams unit in the league. They drafted Sauce Gardner the other year. This team is unbelievable. Looks like they just drafted Jalen Reagor as well, who might shine in this universe. Wait, what? Who's this? Why is that Josh Allen's picture? Huh? I'm so confused. And okay, end of year number 4 now. It's the Chargers. Once again, the team to beat in the AFC. The Niners go 13-4. Also, the Commanders 13-4. I don't quite remember who they have that Rams roster we saw up here as well. The Broncos, who got Jalen Hurts and Tristan Wirfs. No, Mekhi Becton, I believe it was. The Cardinals literally got 1 win. So they will be in the sweepstakes for Bryce Young or CJ Stroud, whoever they want. This Bengals team that just drafted Tua only go 3-14 as well. The Commanders have Caleb Williams, right, who has developed nicely now up to a 92, and they have have a pretty stacked out roster. Brandon Sheriff, Trent Williams is still around, hasn't gotten traded. Zach Brown's on 89. Matthew Ioannidis is still going strong. Fabian Moreau, Jamison Crowder. Okay, they also have Morgan Moses, Garrett Wilson, Ryan Jensen. This offensive line looks so good. Here is a quick shot of the playoff bracket, and I'm gonna go ahead and switch to the Chargers. We might hop in and watch a game if they can make the conference championship. They got the Jaguars here in the divisional. They actually just lost. Is it maybe it's me. We were 13-4 and the Jags were the 7th seed. Now it's KC and Jags in the conference championship. Niners, Rams on the other side. Maybe it's freaking me. Okay, I'm hopping on to the Niners now, who have the Rams. This is a great divisional matchup. NFC West, this Niners roster is stacked. JJ McCarthy is playing up to a 99 overall. They haven't traded DeForest Buckner in this universe. Reuben Foster, George Kittle is now developing. Drake London, Trent Brown. Wow. Let's see how this goes down. This is a world where the Rams didn't go in a whole nother universe and, you know, kept their core intact. Jared Goff, Gurley is healthy now, as the Niners have a 10-3 lead at the end of the first half. Rams kept quiet, haven't found the end zone until now in the middle of the third quarter. It's going to be a stingy one. It's going to be an ugly one. It's a divisional battle. The Niners take the lead there, 10-17, as it is the Niners and JJ McCarthy with the ball here with the chance to ice this game out. The Rams do still have all their timeouts, but a big first down there from George Kittle, I believe that is, who's wearing number 86. Might not be him. Might be Drake London. It is Drake London. McCarthy going to pass again here. Not sure why. And is now going to take a massive loss of yards there, courtesy of Aaron Donald. 2nd and 24. Big 3rd and 10 now, although the Niners are in pretty comfortable field goal range. Now McCarthy, time in the pocket, finds a man, should be a first down. The Niners are going to the bowl. And what could you say? McCarthy outdueled Goff. Hey, Rams. Maybe it's time to call up Stafford. Also, the Niners just did that with Duke Johnson Jr. being their RB1, averaging 0.9 to carry that game. And isn't that funny? Even in a whole different simulation with whole new outcomes, it's still Niners Chiefs in the bowl. Wow, as JJ McCarthy ends up winning MVP too, he could cap off a pretty perfect season. In the AFC, Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Jetta, of course. On the Bills, Isaiah Simmons, Defensive Rookie of the Year. On the NFC, it's going to be Burrow. 2 is Ruggs. 3 is Lamb there. Defensive Rookie of the Year is the number 1 overall pick, I believe, in Chase Young. And yeah, JJ McCarthy is going absolutely crazy here in the Bay. And contrary to belief, it's not Drake London or George Kittle. It's Martavius Bryant and Justin Ross. Ooh, and Herbert in year 1 was ugly, but look at this. They also have Michael Penix Jr. here, who started a few games too, so there's a little bit of a duel going on in New England. I think the Vikings got Burrow right, and he put up 33 touchdowns, 15 picks, 4K yards. Who are his weapons over here? He's got Diggs still around. He's got LaVisca, Kyle Rudolph, Adam Thielen is stuck about. I believe Tua went to the Bengals. He had 3K yards, 25 touchdowns, but 18 picks. As Paxton Lynch is currently starting over Jalen Hurts, but that's kind of how it was for Hurts in his first few years too. As Jordan Love will be sitting behind Matt Ryan here, who's got to be on some of his last legs. He's throwing picks left and right now. Of course, he sat for the first 2 years as well, if not 3. I think it was 3. We'll keep tabs on the quarterbacks though. Of course, that 2020 QB class is going to go down in history for sure. Who am I looking for? I'm looking for Buffalo and of course Jay Jets, who won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Had a modest season, 7 touchdowns, 900 yards. And the bowl is live. The Chiefs versus the Niners here. Mahomes versus JJ McCarthy. The Niners got themselves not Jimmy Garoppolo this time around, as it is a stink show so far. 3-0 in 2.5 quarters, 3-6, 13-3. The Chiefs look like their dynasty may be coming back to a reign. It's 3 minutes left. Niners have the ball. And remember, I don't think the Chiefs have won a Super Bowl in this simulation yet, so we haven't seen Mahomes and Kelsey and Tyreek at their peak heights yet. Can JJ McCarthy take them down? The reigning MVP finds Martavius Bryant, his wide receiver 1. Niners letting the clock tick down, under 1:30 to go. Both teams still have 3 timeouts as they decide to run the ball to Duke Johnson, and he is inches shy of a first down. Now, if they don't convert here, that's where things get a little interesting. Drake London in motion. Play action, wide open man. First down Niners. This game could be wrapped up here. We got an exciting one. That was also Justin Ross, who of course is on the Chiefs in real life. Hasn't really played too much despite getting some hype early on. Kittle in motion. McCarthy from their 4. A lot of time, but gets sacked by 5-4. Gets sacked. D. Alexander? Not too sure who that is, but that is a massive play for the Kansas City defense, getting the Niners back to their own 16, 2nd and goal, 40 seconds remaining. They're letting the clock run down here. I'm not too sure why. I guess I guess it doesn't really matter if they don't get it anyway. Just don't turn the ball over. McCarthy takes another sack there. This time around, it's going to be from Justin Houston, I believe that is, as it looks like they're going to go ahead and kick and send this one to OT. Now that is, of course, if he makes the field goal here. The kick is up. The kick is good. The ball game is tied at 13. And in overtime, the Niners will start with the ball here. Big little chunk there by Martavius Bryant again. He's just the GOAT. He might go down as the freaking GOAT in this simulation 4th and 2. At about midfield, the Niners go ahead and punt the ball to Patrick Mahomes. And just like that, they are driving down. Will history repeat itself again? Will the Chiefs take down the Niners here? Mahomes, only a superstar, finds a, that was a gorgeous ball. 3rd and inches now. It's got to be 4-down territory with this the offensive weapons on this team. Who is this 88 fella? He's a safety blanket. Who's Patrick? Oh, it's Brian Thomas Jr. I forgot he was there. Bro, what is this team? Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Brian Thomas Jr., Kareem Hunt, Patrick Mahomes. That wasn't so Mahomey. 3rd and 10 now. Haven't ran the ball once. Mahomes to Brian Thomas again. 3 yards shy of the first down. What does Andy Reid decide to do? Offense staying on the field. Offense is standing on the field. They're going for glory. They want to end this game right now. Patrick Mahomes finds Tyreek Hill. And they're now on the 3. What are the decisions? The balls are hanging deep. The clock is ticking as well. You know, only 3 minutes to go. It's Brian Thomas again. What a drive and what a world we live in where Brian Thomas gets drafted on the freaking Kansas City Chiefs now. And they're rolling here. Oh. The game's over. Wait, what? The Niners did... Wait, what? History repeats itself. They take down the Niners once again here with their old core with new additions as well in Brian Thomas Jr. and whatnot, but... Mahomes gets his first one. Does the dynasty start now? Whatever though, Mahomes wins MVP #1 in the Super Bowl. Drew Brees, one of the GOATs, calling it quits. No way, Calais Campbell is gone. In real life, he's still balling out. Okay, we got some movement this year. Melvin Ingram to the Commanders. Forrest Lamp is an 89 going to Baltimore. Dan Feeney's also elite going to Seattle. Justin Tucker moving off the Ravens going to Arizona there. Corey Davis to the Jets. Surely nothing will go wrong there. That's kind of it. As mock draft #5 is going to have Will Anderson Jr. going #1 of the Cardinals. I'm not too sure who their QB is. Paris Johnson, #2 there. He's been playing good in real life for the Cardinals. Tyree Wilson, #3. That's quite the jump. Bryce Young to the Bills alongside Jay Jetta. The Giants can finally get their quarterback. I think they have Marv. They have Chase Young. Now CJ Stroud would be awesome there. JSN. Will McDonald has skyrocketed up. Spoon and Gonzalez both going in the top 10. Where are the running backs? Bijan Robinson, A. Rich going 18 to the Saints, who of course just had the retiree of Drew Brees. Where is Bijan and Gibbs? They're not even in the first round. Brian Branch is here at 29. Quite interesting. The Cardinals have Kenny Pickett at quarterback. That's probably why you won one game. You should probably go with a quarterback to help Malik out. Malik can't win in any universe. And Michael Thomas agrees. No more Drew Brees. He'd really like for them to go get a QB in the draft. I think they were mocked A. Rich, right? So that would kind of suck for him because he's not going to hit you in the slant, buddy. And the first pick of the 2021 NFL Draft is going to be Will Anderson Jr. Can't go wrong with him, but you got Kenny Pickett right now, so I'm not too sure about that. The Bengals want to go with the blindside protector for Tua at right tackle with Paris Johnson. Tyree Wilson, #3 there to the Patriots. Of course, they have Herbert, Jonathan Taylor as well, so I want to bolster up the defense, I guess. There goes the first QB. Bryce Young to Buffalo alongside Jay Jetta. I like that. And Will McDonald goes 4. No, 5. I can't count. I was looking at his Roman numerals. Are you kidding me? This organization just refuses to go with a quarterback. You have Davis Webb as their QB1 right now. What are you doing? You have Odell, you have Marv, you have a young Sterling Shepard kind of still, Kendrick Bourne, like, dude, this Evan Ingram is developing. You could have just had CJ Stroud, who everybody was mocking to you, and you go Will McDonald, who is a good player, but you need a QB. This team is actually starting to make me angry. Everybody and their mom had CJ Stroud mocked to New York. It would have been a perfect fit. And they just said no. What a crazy decision. Instead, No, JSN goes to the Colts. I'm not too sure who their QB is. Stroud is still on the board here. Spoon goes to the Lions, who I thought they were going to go in real life when they chose Jahmyr Gibbs, I believe it was. There goes Christian Gonzalez at number 8 to the Panthers. CJ Stroud is still on the board here. Jordan Addison goes 10. Vikings, who have Burrow already, go Darnell Wright. They want to protect him because he tore his ACL in his first year in real life. Deontay Banks now at number 12. A little bit rich there. Kalijah Cansey, 13. Jalen Carter, 14. Bijan to the Cowboys. He wasn't even mocked in the first round, if I'm not mistaken. Zay Flowers goes 16 to Vegas. CJ Stroud is still on the board. There goes Joey Porter Jr. and the Saints. No way the Saints got Stroud at 18. That is insane. Remember, they were mocked Anthony Richardson all throughout. They still have Kamara. They still got Slant Boy, Ramczyk, Teron Armstead as their franchise tackles. This team, remember, they got Ruggs last year. I think they got Darnell Mooney as well. Treylon Burks, Denzel Mims. This receiver corps is kind of nice with it. Nick Boyle. This team's insane. Trey Hendrickson is still developing. Marcus Williams is still here. And now they just added CJ Stroud. That is insane. Anthony Richardson is still on the board if a team is going to want to gamble with him and hopefully not rush him into his development. Maybe sit him for a year or two. Jack Campbell goes 22. He stays in the first round. Mozzie Smith goes in the first round still for some reason. QJ. 24 to the Commanders with Caleb, with Garrett Wilson. That's pretty fun. Miles Murphy to the Steelers there at 25. Brian Brzee goes to the Seahawks. Jonathan Mingle sneaks into the first round one way or another. Skoronski there at 28. Anthony Bradford just went ahead of Brian Branch. Okay, I want whatever they're smoking here. Isaiah Foskey goes 31. Why are we doing this? Round 2 now, and A. Rich is still here. Jahmyr Gibbs is still here. Dalton Kincaid, Sam Laporta, Michael Mayer. Some good tight end talents there. Luke Musgrave as well. Oh, okay. Well, A. Rich is off the board, and he just went to New York. That's kind of fire. Oh, that's kind of... They had a plan. They were cooking. Wait, that's so sick. Lions, take Gibbs. Just take Gibbs. My go, Osiris Torrance. Jahmyr Gibbs is now going to Minnesota alongside Joe Burrow. That's awesome. Charbonnet. Oh, Devon A-Chan just went 61 of the Jags. How could I forget my goat? Laporta, 66 of the Bengals with Tua and T. Higgins. Okay, Byron Young to the Giants, too. They're having a class. No way. In round 5, look at number 152. Puka Nacua to the Commanders with Caleb, Garrett Wilson, and they also drafted somebody in this class that I forgot already. That team's going to be unreal. The Dolphins just... Ew. QJ it was. They also got Jalen Hyde and Puka alongside Garrett Wilson now, so Caleb's got all the weapons in the world. Surely he could succeed, right? Jonathan Mingle, Byron, the other Byron Young, Siaki Ika, Tyler Scott, Tyler Lacey, Max Dugan. This might be the worst draft of all time. Jaden Reed will be playing alongside Jordan Love again. They also got Quan Martin, Joey Porter to bolster up their DB room. Can't even lie. The Giants are cooking. Will McDonald, Byron Young, 2 new pass rushers, A. Rich to hopefully sit for a year or two. They also got Chase Brown. Panthers, okay, they got Christian Gonzalez, BJ Ojolari, Kobe Turner in round 3, and then Tank Dell in round 4. Baltimore got Addison, Downs, and my goat Osiris Torrance. Oh my god, and not only did the Saints get Stroud at 18 somehow, they also got Tuli Pilotu in round 2. Indy got JSN and Rashee Rice, but most importantly, Cody freaking Mock. Back to the beautiful wheel though. I believe we are into 2022 now. 4 draft classes remaining. The next one we are going to get is going to be 2019. I believe this was the Kyler year. Nick Bosa, Quinnen Williams, but also players like Daniel Jones, Christian Wilkins, Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence, Jeffrey Simmons, Rashawn Gary, Josh Allen. Oh my god. All those guys. That is a crazy stacked defensive class. Chris Lindstrom, TJ Hawkinson. This is a good little streak here. Too bad Daniel Jones ruined it all. Josh Jacobs and Demon kind of headline the running back room. And the receiver class is solid. I forgot about some guys that went later on in the class, like Adebo, an AJ Brown, a DK Metcalf, of course, the Ole Miss boys. You got Michael Hardman, you got Scary freaking Terry as well. Jacoby Myers down here as a day 3 prospect. Oh, round 3 to 4 projection, Max Crosby out of Eastern Michigan. This defensive class is unbelievably stacked. Dre Greenlaw, day 3, Cole Holcomb as well. Aziz Al-Shaair. Wow, and Miami just missed the playoffs with a 10-7 record. The Browns, 13-4, finishes the 1 seed. Who was on this team? Deshaun Kaiser is their QB1, their defense looks insane though. Schwartz at 95, Christian Kirksey, Myles Garrett developing now. Roderick Johnson, good left tackle. Jabril Peppers is still here. Njoku, Howard Wilson. K9, Jerry Jeudy, okay. And it's going to be the Niners again, finishing top of the NFC 14-3. They look like the team to beat in this video, although they haven't won a bowl yet. Bottom of the barrel is the Justin Herbert and Jonathan Taylor-led New England Patriots. Their Commanders down here too. They had a crazy roster. The Cardinals, who were the #1 pick last year, the Bengals, who were the #2 pick last year, and the Saints, surprisingly, only 6-11. Here are the stat leaders 5 years down the line. I think I forgot to show this last year. My apologies. Alshon Jeffrey still going crazy in Philly. Fournette, Le'Veon Bell, Breece Hall on the Texans there. Whoa. Jane Daniels just put up 41 touchdowns, 13 picks. And they didn't make the playoffs. I think Bryce Young went to the Bills, right? And he split time with Tyrod Taylor. Looks like he started for the first fewish games there, but Bryce Young took over and was pretty solid. Now, did Anthony Richardson play for the Giants? He did. 18 touchdowns, 8 picks, just about 3K yards, but it looks like Davis Webb started off, but looked like Davis Webb. And the Saints, who surprisingly had the worst record out of the 3. Stroud still put up some dang good numbers, though. Kamara only 3.9 a carry for 760 yards. He's literally at 95. What are they doing over there? Michael Thomas 8 though with CJ Stroud under helm. And the Super Bowl is going to be Rams Titans here. 5 seed versus 6 seed. Who's on the Titans? I cannot freaking tell you if we've... Oh, Mariota has just developed into a beast. 95 overall. Skull Ducks, Kevin Byard. Adoree Jackson's at 94. Jarrell Casey 92. Taylor Lewan still here. The King is still going strong. They got Brock Bowers as well. Nelson Aguilar is not dropping balls. He's a superstar as well. Okay, this team's pretty good. They drafted Xavier McKinney the other year as the league MVP. We'll go to Carson Wentz of the Eagles. McCarthy, #2 there. Deshaun Kaiser, #3. AFC Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to JSN. Bryce Young right behind him. Jordan Addison, #3 there. And Jack Campbell of the Dolphins wins it over here. Jordan Battle, Jalen Carter there. In the NFC, it does go to CJ Stroud. Tank Dell, #2. Jaden Reed, #3 on the Falcons. Good to see him getting some play time as well. Defensive Rookie of the Year. No surprise, it's Brian Branch. And the Rams, who I believe still have their core of Goff and Gurley, Kupp, Robert Woods, find themselves in the Super Bowl and take a 7-0 lead here. They only go 9-8. The Titans 11-6 there. Rams take a 14-7 lead into the second half. We go 10-point game now. Can the Titans respond? 1 possession game. Closing in the end of the 4th quarter, Titans have ball, and it's going to be a 3rd and 5 for Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans inside the Los Angeles red zone. They give it to the King, and he only gets a yard. Big decision now. Big decision now. Offense stays on the field. Offense stays on the field. Still have all 3 timeouts. Still a little bit of time on the clock too, as Mariota comes out in empty and finds 1-3 for a huge first down. They still have Derrick Henry, but of course no A.J. Brown in this universe. So I'm not sure who their receivers are, but he is a scrub, because hello? Nelson Aguilar is not dropping balls. It's safe to say they could use a little A.J. Brown right now. I mean, just give the ball to Derrick Henry. We're inside the 10 here. Let's not overcomplicate things, especially when Aaron Donald is on the other side doing Aaron Donald type things. And that's what they're going to do. They're gonna make it a 4-point game, and they're not gonna be onsiding as well. So they're gonna give the ball back to a 99 Jared Goff, a 99 Todd Gurley, and let's see if their defense can withstand. Timeout #1 has been used. A first down now though would ice the game. Pretty much the game on the line here. The Rams are throwing, literally and figuratively, if you know what I mean. There goes timeout #3 for the Titans. They're gonna get the ball back with about 1:10 to go here. And they have hopes. They have their sights clear on the end zone. Marcus Mariota, what do you have for us? And Aaron Donald, superstar X Factor activated, is in your way. It just wasn't there. It just wasn't there. A little underthrown. DPI. No way. Oh, Jordan Howard, a 50-yard penalty gets the Titans down into the Rams half just like that, with a little time wasted on the clock as well for the amount of yards they got. Mariota takes a sack. And there comes the time, the runoff there. 35 seconds to go on the 45. Mariota, little time here. He's going to take off. No, he's not. He should have just took off. This game is so dumb. It's Mariota. They got pretty bailed out by that DPI and just have not been able to capitalize at all here. 4th and 19, and they play it short. The Rams are your 2022 Super Bowl champs. Kind of funny, we've seen the Chiefs and now the Rams win a Super Bowl here, where they won the Super Bowl in real life around this time as well. The goofball ends up being Super Bowl MVP. Antonio Brown is officially retired and is going to start his new chapter in life. Trent Williams is also gone, which is kind of crazy. And the GOAT Jason Kelsey's also gone. We never got to see the tush push in this universe. Wow, Andy Reid is gone. Hey, I guess we will see. Is Mahomes an Andy Reid merchant? Whoa, a 95 X-Factor George Pickens just went to the Jets there. Rodney Hudson to the Panthers. Garyon Conley, Kirksey, Julian Davenport. Filling away with some high rateds finally here in free agency. Matthew Judon, Justin Tucker, nobody wants anymore. Okay, Trayvon Walker on the move, going to San Francisco. Wow, Linderbaum to the Vikings to guard Joe Burrow in a block for Jahmyr Gibbs. And tell you what, Burrow did eat 4,300 yards, 38 touchdowns, still threw a bit of interceptions, but overall, very good. And Jahmyr Gibbs still a low overall, so he will still be developing, but not a terrible rookie year. Oh my God, the mock draft has Clelin Ferrell going #1 to the Patriots instead of Nick Bosa. Who goes #2 there? Kyler Murray would go back to the Cardinals at #3. Brian Burns 4 to the Bengals there. Rashawn Gary, Quinnen Williams, Devin White, Danny. Panthers fans, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Panthers fans, I really am. Sexy Dexy to the Vikings would be insane. Look at these names down here. Chris Lindstrom, Josh Allen, DK Metcalf, all falling all the way down. I guess up for DK. Let's see how it all goes down, though. As we know, the mock draft ain't everything. As Nick, it was just a smokescreen. They wanted Nick Bosa all along, of course, and they got him. The Commanders, this is the start of their downfall. Maybe Cardinals get their QB. No more Kenny Pickett, right? They get their actual franchise QB, Brian Burns to the 4. Can't argue with that. Rashawn Gary goes #5, but of course, there's a little Sexy Dexy still on the board. There's a Quinnen Williams still on the board. Some great players here. Devin White goes #7. The Panthers don't do it. They did it. They did it. R.I.P. the Panthers' future for real. For real. Hollywood Brown goes #9. Ed Oliver #10 to the Giants there. They should have just took their actual defensive tackle they took in real life. Christian Wilkins to the Bears is pretty cool. And there goes Sexy Dexy. All the way at 13 is Josh Allen. Flew up all the way from 30, I believe, to 14, goes to Baltimore now, and TJ Hawkinson now goes to the Seahawks. The Colts get Jeffrey Simmons Jr. I can't talk. Okay, and some other movement. Debo flew all the way into the first round, goes 24 to the Texans there. DK ends up going to the Jags at 26. Elwin Jenkins 28 to the Niners. They get even better. That's crazy. Dwayne Haskins goes 38 to the Chargers there, who have been a pretty solid team all throughout this video, so hopefully we can see him bloom. That would be an awesome story. AJ Brown 44 to Chicago there. Josh Jacobs 41 to the Bucks. I didn't even see that. And the Patriots don't know it just yet, but they just paired Justin Herbert with Terry McLaurin in round 3. Ooh, Max Crosby just went 1-1-1 there in round 4 to Seattle. Okay, the Dolphins kind of cooked with D-Mont, CD Deuce, Hunter Renfrow for Jaden Daniels, Daniel Jones, Greg Little, Drew Sample, Colin Glaspia, Amani Oruwariye. Oh my God, they didn't even drop. They couldn't even get a 70+ overall. And I forgot the Patriots got Nick Bosa in round 1 as well with Terry later on. This team could be on the come up. Oh my God, the Rams just won a Super Bowl and went out and drafted Chris Lindstrom, Bobby Okereke, and then Jamel Dean in round 3. Wow, David Edwards as well, solid. Yeah, the Seahawks got Hawk, Paris Campbell, Darrell Henderson, Connor McGovern. Crosby's only a 66 though. He's only a no. See, I don't really know how these draft classes really work. Because, like, I would just give him, you know, an X factor and just keep him at round 4, round 5, which is where he was drafted in real life. And obviously, we know now he's one of the best defensive players in the league. So I don't really, like, is he ever going to develop? Probably not, you know, which kind of sucks, but I don't know. I don't really know how they did the ratings and the development traits. They might have just did it from the in real life, like what they were in their draft class on the game, on the Madden that they were on. But obviously, as we know nowadays, a guy like Deebo Samuel should easily be a superstar plus. The Browns won the Trace McSorley sweepstakes. Oh, here's a good one. Quincy Williams went round 5, 64 overall, of course, like he did in real life a little later on. But obviously now is a really, really good linebacker in the league, but I mean, he's not really going to develop here at all. So I don't really know, but at the same time, we'll see some other players boom. So it's just a mystery. It's just an absolute gamble at the end of the day, right? The next draft class we're going to get is going to be 2021, which is probably My favorite draft classes of all time. This was the first draft I really got into. The one with T-Law, Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle, Kyle Pitts, Devontae Smith. I just love this draft class. I don't know what it's about. I love 2020 as well, but this one I was just so invested in everything from Pitts to Trey Lance's rise to Zach Wilson's rise out of BYU to Penei Sewell falling down the board and now is arguably the best tackle in the league. JC Horn and Surtain are now elite in the league. Micah Parsons went later on. Rashawn Slater. Mac Jones was like amazing in year one and just fell off a cliff. Alex Leatherwood's not even in the league anymore. Kadarius Toney went round one. Christian Darrisaw is now elite. Najee, Etienne, Newsome. I love this class, so I'm kind of excited to see how this one's going to work out. My boy Hollywood Vaughn. There are a few names down here I remember too, like a Nico Collins and an Amon-Ra St. Brown, some elite wide receiver talents that went on damn near day 3 of the draft. Cameron Cheeseman, what a name. Cheeky little Quinn Miners, round 3 to 4 projected. Oh, Trey Smith as well. This Vikings roster now with Burrow up to a 91. They also have Stingley. I didn't even realize they had Stingley all this time. They have Linderbaum, Jahmyr Gibbs. I think this team is going to boom this season. I got stock in them. I'm taking a future on them. Ruka. I like the Vikings. I like the Bills. I think the Bills could boom this season as well with Jetta and Bryce Young in year number 2. If the Cardinals would start Kyler, I would like them a little bit more, but Pickett is 4 overalls higher, so I'm not too sure what they're going to do with that. Dwayne Haskins is going to be the QB1 of the Chargers now with no more Phillip Rivers under helm, so hopefully he can flourish. Bucky's here. Jalen Polk. Is that Quinnen? Oh my God. This team is still nasty. Skaronski as well. And of course, let's see how the Chiefs perform with no more Andy Reid Mahomes. Can you do it? This Colts roster is so weird. Quincy Wilson and Jacoby Brissett are just elite. Kyle Hamilton, of course. Rigoberto Sanchez. They got Judon JSN. I think they drafted Rashee Rice as well. He's their like 6th string though. That kind of sucks. Christian Watson's here. And also I think the Patriots getting Nick Bosa should be huge for them. They were terrible last year. Herbert is now the starter. Jonathan Taylor developing. I think this team takes some strides as well. Look at this receiver room. Wait, this is nasty. Oh my God, who's their tight end? This guy's still here. How is this team bad? God, you see the O-line too? Antonio Garcia, Joe Tooney's still here. David Andrews still around. Shaq Mason's still around. Brad Seaton. O-line is stacked too. I got stock in the Patriots, the Vikings, and I think the Giants. With Anthony Richardson in year 2 now and as the solidified starter, I think they boom. The Patriots end up winning the East, finishing as the 2 seed, 12-5, like I told you. At the Vikings and the Giants as well. Titans did really good this year. Steelers still around. The Browns kind of regressed a little bit. Ravens without Lamar. Ooh, the Chiefs also went 9-8. No Andy Reid, no party. The Chargers just went 0-17. Oh no. Let's see the rest of the league though. The Niners still go 12-5. I do not see the Vikings up there. The Seahawks were good. Commanders have boomed now. Caleb Williams is starting to do a little something over there. The Vikings were terrible. Not terrible, but 7-10, not great. Who else did I have? The Giants, they go 8-9. They just did all right. The worst teams in the league, though, are going to be the Chargers, who went 0-17, and the Jets down here. Didn't they get Pickens and, like, a few other people? I have no clue who's on the Jets. No Quinnen, no Sauce, no Brees, no Garrett Wilson. Instead, it's Preds still leading the way. Pickens, 93 overall. Isaiah Simmons, Cooper DeJean is here. Rashad Robinson, Roma Dunze developing a little bit. Jalen Carter, they got. Who's their QB? I understand. League leaders, JJ McCarthy's going to go down as the GOAT at this point, but look at Stroud up there in year number 2 as the number 2. Now, Le'Veon Bell also is still going strong for whatever reason. I'm pretty sure the running back, like regression simulation slider things are even up, so I'm not sure why he's still going crazy. Same with Julio. What's Julio still doing, man? It's like 2022. Hey, Rich did have a pretty good season, though, for the G-Men. Okay, the Jags are still starting Bortles, who had a pretty good year, but Drake May is now into year number 4, and I don't think he's played a dang snap. What are they doing to my guy? That is crazy. The Jets could freaking use him right now. Stafford's still going strong. My God, Bo freaking cooked on Green Bay. They still have Tay around. Calvin Austin's really good. Jahan Dotson, Dalton Kincaid. It's a pretty fun receiver corps. This is about as polar opposite as you can be for Ravens fans from this to real life. As the top QBs in the league, everybody ate. Kyler Murray looked like he started, and he was really good in his rookie year. 30 touchdowns, only 9 interceptions there. Rush yard leaders are Le'Veon Bell, Fournette still on Jacksonville, Zeke still on Dallas, Kareem Hunt still on the Chiefs, Derrick Henry, same old. Trey Benson developing on the Raiders. It looks like Jalen Wright on the Seahawks. Julio is still going crazy for some some reason. Jerry Jeudy, the second leading receiver there. Michael Thomas, Devontae Parker, Marvin Mims, a part of the Niners super team. Pittman on the Steelers there. QJ starting to boom. Who gave up the most sacks in the league? Gregory Robinson. Nice. Tunsil. He's probably high. And the Super Bowl is going to be Niners once again, but this time facing off against the Raiders, a team we haven't really seen too much of. Derek Carr is a 98 for whatever reason. Khalil Mack is still around. Trey Benson's actually a 93 overall now. Trevin Wallace, Jameson Williams, 91 overall. He hasn't gotten into some trouble, which is nice to see. Oh, Cooper is still around as well. He's only an 85 though. Zay Flowers. MVP is going to go to JJ McCarthy again here. Dangerous, number 2. CJ Stroud all the way at number 3. As Hakeem Butler just won Offensive Rookie of the Year in the AFC over guys like a DK Metcalf. That's kind of all Debo Samuel. These are some weird names here. Benny Snell and N'Keal Harry, huh? Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Devin White, who got picked at number 7. Bosa 2. Simmons number 3. No surprise in the NFC. It goes to Kyler Murray there. Paris Campbell, AJ Brown, Hollywood Brown. Number 4. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Ja'Kai Polite. Ed Oliver 2. Nasir Adderley. Weird names here as well. As the Raiders got an uphill battle, they're only an 84. The Niners are a 90 overall. I think still looking for Super Bowl number 1 in this simulation for them, so they're hungry for one. Can the Raiders pull up an upset? Let's see it. Derek Carr versus JJ McCarthy in the Super Bowl. Who would have thought? 7-7 after one, though. 14-7. We got a good game at the least. High scoring one, 21-14. End of the first half. It's going to remain just as that as the Niners take a 2-possession lead now. Fourth quarter on its way. 1-possession game now. Niners do have ball. They are driving down. Stall out a little bit. Take a field goal, making it a 10-point game now for the Raiders to come back from 3rd and 4. They do not convert. They got to go for this. And they don't get it. Derek Carr is sacked for 3 yards by Reuben Foster, and the Niners look like they are going to get themselves Lombardi number 1 of the video, up 13 points with just 30 seconds to go. They win the Super Bowl here in 2022, I believe we are in now, as JJ McCarthy also snatches up Super Bowl MVP, capping off a pretty perfect season for him. Dallas Turner's the headline man in free agency, went to the Bengals there, I believe the Tua team. Buccaneers get Marcus Peters. Laremy Tunsil to the Vikings with Burrow. Fuanga to the Patriots with Justin Herbert now. Latu to Detroit as well. Some good names here. Falcons get Cam Hayward. And what is mock draft number 5 cooking? Trevor Lawrence to go number 1 to the Chargers. Trey Lance 2 to the Jets. The Falcons still go Kyle Pitts. It looks like the Ravens are going to go Zach Wilson. The Bears are going to get Justin Fields. That would be a match made in heaven. Sertan number 6, Waddle number 7. Where is Jamar Chase? Falling to 11 to the Browns. Their Penei Sewell falling to 10. Interesting stuff here. Slater 12, which I think he went in real life, or very close to that. The Rams are going to get Kadarius Toney potentially. Micah Parsons falls to 18 on the mock. But of course, those are just rumblings. It's all about what happened in the actual draft. Trevor Lawrence, the can't miss prospect, ends up going number 1 in this world as well. Trey Lance ends up going number 2. The Falcons still go Kyle Pitts. They still like him. Hopefully Arthur Smith is not there over here. Zach Wilson just went 4. The Bears end up going with Justin Fields and trying that experiment out again. Sertan to the Colts. Waddle to the Broncos there. Horn goes number 8 to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Smitty to the Vikings, who now have Gibbs, Burrow. I think Diggs is still there. Tyler Linderbaum. They just signed Laremy Tunsil. That team has got to be nasty, right? Texans get Penei Sewell. Great pick. But Jamar Chase just fell to 11. That's crazy. That's pretty crazy. The G-Men, who have Anthony Richardson, right? And a pretty young, good team over there, now get a franchise left tackle. And Rashawn Slater. Farley goes 13, still goes pretty high here. Same for Kadarius Toney. Kwity Paye jumps up a little bit from where he was chosen in real life as Eric Stokes. Shut up, Goodell. And the Cardinals, who had a great rookie season from Kyler, now getting some protection with Christian Darrisaw as Micah Parsons fell all the way to 18 for some reason. Chiefs get their hand on Jamin Davis. Panthers are just having a horrible video, aren't they? Oh my god, I swear every single draft they are taking some crazy names. They now go Alex Leatherwood. Commanders get Peyton Turner, who has got it up here for some reason. Chargers at the top of round 2 went Najee to pair alongside Trevor Lawrence now. Javon Holland 46. The Packers just went Mac Jones. Didn't Bo Nix go crazy last season? What are they doing with that? Creed Humphrey 50. The Jags are having a hell of a draft with Micah Parsons. Bills just went Kyle Trask at 56 after drafting Bryce Young the other season. What an absolute waste of a pick. The Patriots just went Davis Mills when they have Justin Herbert and finished as the number 2 seed in the AFC last year. What an absolute waste of a pick. What are these GMs doing? Oh, 101. The Bears just took Jamie and Shergoat. The Saints just went Ian Book again. Why? Somebody has got to be drinking over there. Oh my god, the Dolphins have just been getting the worst drafts ever. Unless you trade Hunter Long for Jalen Ramsey again, this ain't looking good. Falcons got Pitts, Walker Little, Divine Diablo, and Ramondre Stevenson. Jets got Trey Lance, Landon Dickerson, Trey Sermon, shout out Cam Bynum. I swear the Lions have been getting some pretty fire classes. Zaven Collins, Rondo Moore, Quinn Miners, Kane Stearns, and Nico Collins in round 5. Bro, the Panthers, man. Leatherwood, Dio Adeyingbo, Chaz Surratt, Kenny Nwangwu, TJ Slade. What is that, man? Jalen Phillips, Aleem McNeil, Ernest Jones. That Steel Curtain's always gonna go. Nate Hobbs in round 7. Wow. The absolute last thing any Bengals fans want to see. Oh my god. Trevor Lawrence, Najee Harris, Andre Sisco, and Amon-Ra St. Brown in round 7. The Chargers might be up to something. They might be back. My god, the Colts got Surtain, JOK, and Asante Samuel Jr. Almost done here. Just 2 draft classes remain, and it's the first and the last one, I believe. 2018 has some names, and Lamar and Josh Allen, and I'm sure many, many more, so kind of sucks we haven't seen them yet, but we may just get them now. Nope, they're going to be the last one. It's going to be 2025. The year of Shadur Sanders. The year of Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Tate McMillan. Let's get him in. And of course, we don't know how these players will do once they get in the league just yet, but they could make a difference in today's vid. Ooh, we got QB movement. Drake May is now on the Lions. He was on the Jags before, right? Oh my god, Galladay. What a name. They have Ayuk as well. Nico, they had a good draft, I remember. Okay, then you could sell me on some Detroit Lions stock for sure. I might put everything in the Vikings. There's no way this team should be not competing, right? They just drafted Devontae Smith as well. He's the 4th stringer, though. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Oh, they still have Trubisky. And he's actually, like, all right in this world. 88 overall, but they still ended up going Fields at number 5 anyway. Hey, send him for a year. Kind of like the Bengals roster as well. Mixon's now a 91. They just signed Dallas Turner in free agency. John Ross has developed. Tua is now up to an 88 overall as well. This team should be at least in the postseason. And sadly, the Broncos are just wasting Jalen Hurts. He's not even, he is only a normal, I guess. But Vernon Hargraves is the Buccaneers' highest overall. Jameis still going strong. Hutch, who they drafted very early on, up to a 90 overall. Has Mike Evans been keeping up with his 1,000-yard seasons? Oh no. Oh my god, these are terrible. What's Mike Evans doing? He hasn't hit a K once. That ain't like Mike Evans. And the thing is, they have Jameis as well. It's not like they have a bad QB, right? Hollywood Brown's on here, the Lad McConkey. They don't even have Chris Godwin, who I believe was in 2018. Low-key Chargers stock to the absolute moon. With Trevor Lawrence now here, he should be at least a superstar as well. They got a new RB1. They are still a little low overall, but this team should cook, man. Duke Riley, a 95. Oh yeah, it's definitely Madden, all right. Ooh, and Jordan Love is going to be starting now for the Falcons. They have Malik Willis here too. That's kind of funny. Like the Packers. As Cam Newton's on his last legs here in Carolina, which I guess is why they drafted Daniel Jones. He's going to sit another year probably, but McCaffrey's still here. Luke Kuechly. It's a good team, man, but I swear these draft classes they've had have not been helping. Although they got Dax Hill, Braden Fisk earlier on, Christian Gonzalez, that definitely helps. As Pittsburgh ends up as the number 1 seed in the AFC, the Chargers still go only 4-13 there. Houston, KC, Buffalo, and Pittsburgh are your division winners here in the AFC. The Niners, super team, I'm getting real sick of them. They're too good. The Seahawks, though, also at 14-3. I think Russ is still going strong over there. The Giants have now started to boom. Anthony Richardson's starting to find his footing a little bit. You love to see it. Cowboys, Falcons still good. Worst team in the league went to the Lions, who got Drake May, right, and have Nico Collins and had a good draft. The Broncos are bad. You should probably start trying Jalen Hurts out. That's all I'm going to say. Colts Comey's still bad. Packers did terrible as well. And the big game this year is going to be the 6-seeded Cowboys versus the number 3-seeded Kansas City Chiefs. The 2-seeded Giants got smoked in the wild card against the Eagles. MVP of the league. Oh my god. I'm getting sick of JJ McCarthy and the Niners, man. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Zach Wilson on the Ravens. Interesting. Waddle number 2 there. Trey Sermon number 3, a part of the Jets. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Jamin Davis, Jalen Phillips 2, Greg Newsome 3. In the NFC, it's going to be Kadarius Toney, Kyle Pitts, Rashad Bateman there. And then defensively, it's going to be my guy, Javon Holland. The league leader in yards this season, it was Bryce Young. McCarthy number 2, Jordan Love number 3, some cool names, Defoe and Solomon Thomas, who are on the same team there, combined for 20 sacks. That's a little crazy. Odell Beckham's going crazy now with Anthony Richardson developing. Not gonna lie, Cowboys Chiefs Super Bowl, I'm just gonna sim it. We've seen this 50 times on Madden. Plus both teams kind of still have their core, you know. The Cowboys still have Dak, the Chiefs still have Mahomes, and the Cowboys got the job done. Shout out to Dak. I think we've got a different Super Bowl winner every single season, which has been pretty fire. As Le'Veon Bell is now retiring, same with Gronk, Chandler Jones, Levante David, Patrick Peterson, Melvin Gordon, Mitchell Schwartz, Cam Hayward, Von Miller, some big names all leaving us. Julio down here as well, alongside the Hitman. Here's a turn of events. JJ McCarthy is in free agency, and nobody signed him. He's asking for 71 mil per year for a total of 495 mil. Maybe teams just can't afford him. That's crazy though. They're reigning like back-to-back 3-4-time MVP, Super Bowl winner, #1 seed, and nobody freaking wants him. How is the mock draft cooking here? The Lions could get their hands on anybody they want, but they opt to go Will Johnson potentially Travis Hunter number 3 to the Commanders there, Will Campbell 2, Tate McMillan 4 to the Colts. The Chargers get some protection for Trevor Lawrence. I mean, this is interesting because obviously these players aren't even in the league now. The Bengals getting Luther Burden would be pretty fun. That offense would be booming. Ashton Genty to replace Todd Gurley would be awesome. Shadur to the Dolphins. Although they have Jaden Daniels already, so maybe they're looking to move on. That's a little interesting. #1 pick is going to be maybe the best player in the draft. Pound for pound, Will Johnson. Will Campbell does end up going to the draft mock has been hitting so far. No, Kelvin Banks just went #4. I think he was projected to go 6 there. Tate McMillan ends up going 5 to pair alongside Bo Nixon, maybe Mac Jones. Benjamin Morris #6 there to the Chargers. The cornerback out of Notre Dame. Abdul Carter and Mikael Williams flying up to 7 and 8. Jack Sawyer 3 pass rushers in a row there at the top of the top 10 picks. Jonah Savanaia, I think it's pronounced. I don't know. Luther Burden does end up going to Cincy. And 13, Ashton Genty does go to the Rams. Dolphins, this is the pick everybody's been talking about. They go Shadur. What? Is Jaden Daniels still there? It's a little odd from them. Remember, they signed they just signed Judy. Jaden Daniels is literally an 89 overall, 28-year-old quarterback. Probably has some tags. No, he actually has no tags, but he's dang good. So I don't know what you're doing. This game is stupid. Oh, my guy Evan Stewart just went 21 of the Falcons. Let's go. Mason Graham fell all the way down to 35 there. My guy Tez just went 36. Ollie Gordon to the Bengals. Oh, Cam Ward just went 53 to the Falcons, who have Jordan Love. What? Why? Milroe just went to the Seahawks. That's really fun because, of course, Russ is getting a little up there in age now. I would love for Seattle to get Milroe in maybe round 2 in real life. Maybe be aggressive, try to go up and grab Cam Ward or something, and let him sit behind Geno for a year. I think that'd be perfect. Ooh, the Giants got Malachi Starks and Jalen Walker. That team could be nasty. And of course, your final year. I forgot to remove 2025. I don't even know why I'm spinning this. It's going to be 2018. Watch us not even pull it. Nope, we do get it. The last draft class, we'll probably go about 5 years after this, just simulate straight into the future and just see what's going on in the league after that. Because this draft class is pretty loaded. Kind of sucks that we got them last year. Baker, Saquon, Sam Darnold, Denzel Ward, Roquan, Vita Vea. You got Minka and Jair down here. But then you got Josh Allen, and of course later on, Lamar Jackson. But of course, even a bigger steal later on, Kurt Benkert. Just kidding. DJ Moore, Calvin Ridley, Cortland Sutton. Overall, though, not a great wide receiver class. I think Godwin might have been 2017. Some good tight ends, though. Dallas Goedert, Mark Andrews. Of course, the Ravens went Hayden Hurst in the first round ended up lucking out on Mark Andrews later on. No way. Is that my GOAT, Brett Toth? Quentin Nelson, who had one of the best rookie seasons for an offensive lineman ever. He's all the way down here, but he's actually projected round 1. Jordan Mailata, of course, who came out of Australia. And the Texans win the AFC here with a 13-4 record. Raiders, Steelers, and Bills all win their divisions. Who's on the Texans? We actually haven't looked at them too much. Deshaun is still there, 99. Breece Hall, D-Hop, that's a pretty good trio to have. Clowney's at Cunningham. Lano Hall is a 92 overall. DJ Reader. Theo Johnson's developed really nicely, up to an 89. Same with Juju Brents, 88. Same with Cooper Beebe. And Panay Sewell's there too. Yeah, this is a good freaking core. Debo, ETN behind Breece Hall. Holy crap. They drafted Colston Loveland as well this year. Yo, this team is insane. And it's going to be the Cardinals #1 seed in the NFC this time around. And if I'm not mistaken, oh, look at the Vikings. The Vikings finally are up here. If I am not mistaken, I saw something on the corner of my eye before I started simulating. JJ McCarthy is now an Arizona Cardinal. Changed right in the division. Same with Bobby Wagner. Malik Neighbors finally has a QB that can give him, I mean, dang. I would have loved to see Kyler develop, though. He's an 89 overall, 24-year-old quarterback. Superstar dev. And they went out and signed freaking JJ McCarthy. J.K. Dobbins is also here. Will Fuller, Mechie, Jacoby Myers even as their 5th stringer. It's kind of annoying. I don't want to see Kyler cook with this team, you know? Like, surely there's another team out there that could use JJ McCarthy a little bit more, right? Oh, Jalen Hurts is finally getting the start. He's in Jacksonville now. Like the Jets, you really couldn't just go out and splurge on a 99 JJ. Daniel Jones is now the starter in Carolina, although he's up to an 82 overall. Why did the Patriots draft Quinn Ewers? Why? Oh my god, and in this universe, Zach Wilson is developing like a monster in Baltimore. Superstar dev, 90 overall already. Stroud's up to a 97 overall. Still confused why he fell to 18. The Chargers were terrible once again. They were such a powerhouse at the beginning of this video. Packers really down bad now as well. Niners with no JJ McCarthy, no Party. And the Jets with Sam Howell. As Bryce Young leads the league in yards once again, Jonathan Taylor boomed for almost 1,500 there. Addison and Claypool, the top 2 receiving yardage. And the Super Bowl is going to be the Texans versus the Cardinals, 1 seed versus 1 seed. We got a clash of the Titans. As most valuable player goes to Carson Wentz once again here. Dak #2, Burrow #3. Offensive rookie there goes to Quinshon Judkins of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Carson Beck, 2 of the Jags. Although I thought Jalen Hurts was starting over there. Omarion Hampton on the Titans now. That'd be pretty cool. Michael Williams of the Ravens wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. And in the NFC, it's Emeka Egbuka on the Carolina Panthers. Travion Henderson, 2. And Tate McMillan are on the same team on Green Bay. That's kind of crazy. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Travis Hunter. And here we have it. Last full season with the real draft classes. Texans versus Cardinals. 1 seed versus 1 seed. 7-0. At the end of the first quarter. Still remains that the Cardinals take their first lead of the game. 2-possession lead now for them. 21-10. Second half, 18-21. We got an absolute thriller here in the final season. 2018, however, the Cardinals have a 2-possession lead now. They are in the driver's seat for sure. Texas got to drive down. They got to drive down quick. 16 seconds to go. They, for some reason, opted to not use any timeouts there. Not really too sure why. It's a 3-point game. Onside kick is recovered by Arizona, and wherever JJ McCarthy goes, the Lombardi freaking follows. But I mean, hey, it's better than seeing this dude have nice things. JJ McCarthy also played out of his mind. Actually, wait, we still got another year to sim because obviously we got to see the 2018 class, right? And then we'll sim into the future. No surprise on Super Bowl MVP. Mock draft has Bradley Chubb going #1 to the Chargers. Denzel Ward 2. Roquan Smith 3. This is a big change from real life. DJ Moore 4. Vita Vea 5 there. Jair jumps up all the way to #6. Davenport jumps up to 7. Saquon to 8 to the freaking Chiefs. Oh no. Oh no, don't let that happen. Quentin Nelson to #9 to the Bears. Their Corbett flies up. Baker fell down a lot here, but would end up going to Detroit. That would be kind of fun. Minka, McGlinchey. Where is Josh Allen though? Why is Tremaine Edmonds a day 3 talent? That makes no sense. He was a highly rated prospect coming out. Darnold to the Bengals. Moving on from Tua potentially. Josh Allen to the Steelers would be insane. Round 1 to 2 talent. Lamar not projected to go in round 1. Derwin here as well. I forgot about Derwin. And it looks like Lamar will somehow fall even in this world, just like he did in real life after winning the Heisman. Oh, so do all the teams regret that decision. Chubb, Denzel Ward, the mock draft is going accordingly so far. Davenport just went 4 to the Jets. Okay, there's the first big turn instead of DJ Moore. You guys folded. Jair just went number 5. Good pick from the Browns, who I feel like I've been hitting on a lot of draft picks. I remember they got Jamar Chase the other year. Saquon. The Panthers have saved the NFL in getting Saquon ahead of the Chiefs, thankfully. The Chiefs still get Vita Vea, though. God dang. Who I think is alongside Chris Jones now as well. Quentin Nelson does end up going number 9 in there. Corbett number 10 is crazy. Deron Payne number 11 is crazy. And there goes the first QB. The number 1 overall pick in this class. Baker Mayfield ends up falling to number 12. Minka. Weren't the Seahawks like safety freaking university? I know that makes no sense, but you know what I mean. They had like Winfield, Cam Curl, somebody else. Now they have Minka Fitzpatrick as well. As the Dolphins just went Hayden Hurst. So I want to kill myself. Bengals end up going Colton Miller, so no Sam Darnold for them. They're sticking with Tua. Sam Darnold still on the board. Same with Josh Rosen, if anybody cares. But more importantly, Lamar Jackson and Josh freaking Allen are still here for anybody. The Steelers were mocked to go Josh Allen. They go Sam Darnold. Uh-oh. They folded Nick Chubb. I didn't even see Nick Chubb's name. I forgot he was in this class. Goes to the Raiders there. Will Hernandez. The Vikings, who have Burrow, go Terrell Edmonds. None of these teams down here need a quarterback. So, ooh, Ragnall, 29. What a steal. They're going to fall to round 2 here. Oh, the Niners. The Niners needed a QB, right? Darius Leonard, 34. He was amazing the first few years in the NFL. The Niners need a QB. They go Harold Landry. They could have had Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen. How are they still on the board? This is crazy. Oh my God. Panthers, you have Daniel Jones. Oh my God. What is going on? Ravens, okay, you got Jesse Bates, which is a definite steal here at 43, but you could have got your boy. Actually, I guess they have Zach Wilson, who has developed into quite the monster, hasn't he? So I guess they're pretty happy over there in Baltimore, although I don't think you could be any happier than having Lamar Jackson on your team, if I'm being honest with you. Carlton Davis, this is unreal. I don't know how they're still here. Josh Allen is still here. Josh Rosen, Lamar Jackson. As you can see, their talent is pretty dang good, and they're projected to go high. They're just falling. Oh, and there he is, Josh Allen to the Broncos, who I think were riding with Paxton Lynch for a while, but now look at themselves, Josh Allen. Oh, and the Bengals. Ew. Ew, I don't want to see him in a Bengals jersey. That's nasty. But they get Lamar Jackson at 53. And I was looking for, he's at left outside linebacker. I was going to say, where is Fred Warner? He goes to the Rams there. So Lamar and Fred Warner both go to interdivision teams where they are in real life. What a little trio there at 52, 53, 54. 3 absolute Hall of Fame talents. And Josh Allen pairs back with Tremaine Edmonds like they did in real life, except this time around in Denver. And the Bengals, who grabbed Colton Miller, now get their new franchise QB potentially in Lamar Jackson. Little Jordan Whitehead later on too, doesn't hurt. Look at this class from the Browns. Jair Alexander, Connor Williams, Justin Reed, Deshaun Elliott, and Fullerunzo Fatukasi. 5 great players. The Niners don't end up getting Fred like they did in real life, but take Roquan Smith, albeit at number 3 overall. Giants, what are you doing, man? Packers got Denzel Ward, Darius Leonard, and Dallas Goedert, the 3 Ds. Is Lamar even gonna play though? Because there's a 90 overall Tua in his way, who's in year number 6 now, so that kind of sucks. And Josh Allen also has an 87 overall Paxton Lynch in his way, so we might not even see either of the 2 GOATs play. Ooh, Josh Allen has a Waddle, by the way. Jonathan Brooks as well. Dude, start Josh. As the Lions have Drake May, Michael Penix, and Baker Mayfield. What's going on here? Titans finished top of the AFC. They've been quite the powerhouse with Mariota balling out over there. Bills, Chiefs, Steelers, kind of the usual, to be honest. And in the NFC, it's going to be the Falcons going 12-5, leading the way. Eagles, Giants, both 11-6. Cardinals, Rams, Bears, all 11-6 there. The Bears looking like they're doing good now. Quentin Nelson was their draft pick, as the Commanders just went 0-17. That is crazy. The Chargers 2-15. They just have not been able to develop at all. Isn't this Commanders team nasty? Am I missing something? I swear they were building something nice over there. How do you go 0-17 with an 88 overall Caleb? Brandon Scherf, QJ's an 86. You drafted Travis Hunter. Jonathan Allen's still around. How is this team 0-17? That is sad. I bet they could use Jaden Daniels right now. They probably want to. Okay, and then the Chargers also went 2-15. See, this is a team that stinks. When a 79 overall Jason Myers is your highest overall, That is a problem. Benjamin Morrison is already up here. T-Law has not developed at all. Still a 78 overall. And is only a star there. I guess he could have regressed. I do have the regression on for the dev traits. Quinnen Williams hasn't developed at all. Najee Harris. Quinnen's literally a 77. He's only a star. Now this team just stinks. What was an absolute powerhouse. They got Xavier Restrepo there. What was once a powerhouse in this video is the mighty have fallen. And Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson did not play a single snap. Wow. Lamar's wearing number 9 on the Bengals. That's hilarious. Baker Mayfield, same story, and Drake May had an incredible year. Even Danny Dimes freaking cooked, man. What simulation are we living in? Holy mid-off in Pittsburgh. Ritter, Pickett, and Darnold. Cardinals back in the Super Bowl again, but it's the first time our Patriots now here with Justin Herbert, who ended up as a 6th seed. MVP. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Mark Andrews on the Jets. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Jair. And in the NFC, it was DJ Chark on the Niners, and then Minka of the Seahawks. And the Super Bowl goes to JJ McCarthy again. He is going down as literally the GOAT in this world. What am I watching? Just every single season, he has gone crazy. And remember, there is a 90 overall superstar Kyler Murray that is behind him. Like, why don't they just trade him? You know what I mean? You can get such a crazy package for that type of player, right? JJ Arcega-Whiteside. It's not even neighbors going crazy. It's JJ Arcega-Whiteside. But all right, the final season now. Aaron Donald just retired. Khalil Mack as well. We're going to go ahead and sim probably 5, maybe 10 years into the future. I don't even know how this works, but I'll see you then. Let's see how the league looks at that time. Okay, I'm here now in 2037. I don't know how far I just went. Juju just retired. Jalen Ramsey just retired. And in the Super Bowl, we just saw the Steelers take down the Cardinals there, 33-31. Juju Smith-Schuster is your Super Bowl MVP. The Cardinals are still here, which kind of scares me. Did they go on a little roll? The Falcons won in 2036. Jordan Love is Super Bowl MVP. Cardinals made it here, but Marquise Jordan of the Colts in 2035 ends up winning it for them. The Giants end up getting one. My team that I had some stock in, A-Rich, getting himself a Super Bowl MVP. He beat out Bryce Young of the Bills as well, who also won MVP that year, interestingly enough. And then Carson Wentz gets himself one last one there in 2033. Then I believe we were here. So, as also Kyler was MVP this year of the Broncos. Good to see him on another team now. Bryce Young MVP. JJ McCarthy won another one. Bryce Young again. Bryce Young again. And then JJ McCarthy. How is the league looking? Bryce Young leading the league in yards. Goff is still going crazy. Same with JJ McCarthy. Baker Mayfield is now on the Vikings. Not sure what's happened there. What happened to Burrow? Deshaun Kaiser, Jordan Love now getting some reps, and CJ Stroud still going strong. Caleb still on the Commanders even after they went 0-17 with him. Drew Aller is the Niners quarterback. Interesting. Trevor Lawrence is now on the Seahawks, so they gave up on him in LA, I believe he was in. Zach Wilson has been awesome. Joe Burrow is now on the Jags. Rich Reynolds, who? Kyler Murray, Carnegie. Where is... So Tua is still starting on the Bengals there. Mahomes on the Chiefs, of course. Herbert still on the Pats. Dwayne Haskins on the Steelers. Wow, that's crazy. Cool to see. Daniel Jones, Jane Daniels, A-Rich. Oh no. Where is Lamar Jackson? He is not on the Bengals anymore. And on the Broncos, they have Kyler Murray now. So Josh Allen also nowhere to be found. Don't tell me those guys are just riding the bench, bro. Are you kidding me? Lamar Jackson is the 3rd string on the Cowboys. Lamar Jackson. He was just not, I mean, he's at an 83 overall. That's serviceable, but only star dev here. Obviously just not getting the reps. Sadly, he literally hasn't played a single snap. What have they done to my king? And then Josh Allen's now on the Lions. Looks like he didn't put up any stats. Maybe their QB retired or something. It was probably Stafford still. Wow. 5 years down the line, Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson have not played a single snap in the NFL. What a crazy simulation we're in here. The rush leaders were Quinshawn Judkins by a country mile. Who was their QB? They have Dwayne Haskins, right? Javonte Williams was awesome on the Giants. Travion Henderson, Bijan Robinson, now part of the Colts. Ollie Gordon on the Bengals. Jalen McBath of the Ravens there. Saquon is now on Denver alongside Kyler. That's pretty fun, but looks like his stint in Carolina didn't really work out too well. Calvin Ridley's the receiving leader, 18 touchdowns as well. Awesome year for him. This auto-generated guy's going crazy. Same with this dude. It's just a bunch of auto-generated dudes. Devontae Smith, Jordan Addison, Jerry Jeudy, JSN, some of the young receivers in real life, of course. Hakeem Butler is just an absolute beast in this world as well. No, like, okay, there's Justin Jefferson. I'm going to say, where's Jamar Chase, right? right? No Jamar Chase, no like Garrett Wilson. We see Henry Ruggs up here, Kadarius Toney, Jamar Chase. All the way down here, still a part of the Bengals, up to an 88 overall, but only a star. He did not quite boom like he has, of course, a part of the Bengals. Only 3 1,000-yard seasons. Sack leaders are Bradley Chubb, Breeland Speaks. Chase Young has had a really good career. He went #1 to the Giants, up to an X Factor 99 overall, and is going to break every record in the book. Oh my God, he's been putting up ridiculous numbers. Hasn't had a year under 10 sacks. And has had 3 years over 20. Crazy numbers there from Chase Young. Will Anderson up here, who I think went #1 overall as well to the Cardinals. Roquan Smith had 16 sacks, huh? Darius Leonard, what are we smoking, EA Sports? But okay, that's probably it for me. A crazy simulation we just went through in a world where JJ McCarthy is going to end up going down as the GOAT. Mahomes only won 1 Super Bowl. There really wasn't any dynasties. The dynasty was just wherever JJ McCarthy was. That was kind of crazy. We never even got to see Lamar and Josh Allen really boom, but we got some other names that kind of went crazy. Bryce Young developed really well. A Rich won himself one. Jordan Loved even got involved. But it was this man right here that took the video over. Of course, if you guys made it to this point, really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Appreciate you a lot for watching the whole thing. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this type of video, and leave in the comments any other ideas you have that we could do with these draft classes, these rosters. You know, we'll do a wheel with these rosters sooner than later, so look out for those as well. But yeah, comment down any ideas below, because we can do something like this in the future. Maybe reset the league and, you know, just simulate like this kind of in the future as well. So enjoyed it. Love that we have these rosters now. Big shout out to the Madden PC modding community, because without them this wouldn't be possible. So much love to them. Of course, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. That's gonna be it for me though. See ya.